Hi everyone, I'm Karan and welcome to Karan's Gyan. Today I'll be talking about railway privatization by Government of India and the key players that can benefit by the railway privatization project by Government of India. As you know, our government is hell bent in privatizing the nationalized resources and services. Lately, it privatized nationalized coal, so it would be allocating coal blocks to private companies. Similarly, it had started the plan for privatization of the Indian railways to private companies. It started about in December 2019, where it took bidding from private entities, and about 20 companies gave their interest. They showed interest. They gave an expression of interest, and after shortlisting, there are five key players are Adani Ports, Essel Group, Tata Realty and Infrastructure, Bombardier and Alstom. So I'll give you key takeaways first, and then I'll discuss each of the companies. Just keep an idea about these companies and try to deduce which company might get this contract. And this can be a good investment opportunity for you. My money is on Adani Ports. I'll give you my reasons later, but let's just discuss key takeaways first. So the project is actually for running 151 trains in 109 pairs of routes. So a route actually goes in pairs. So Delhi to Chennai, Chennai to Delhi. So there are two routes. So basically there'll be 109 routes to and fro. The each train would have about 16 coaches, and this investment would attract close to 30,000 crore. So giving you a better idea about these trains, so you'll need 151 modern trains, and that can go to speeds of up to 160 kilometer per hour, which is at par to the fastest trains in India, which is Rajdhani. And so these trains have to be manufactured in India by it doesn't matter if it's by an Indian company or by a foreign company, but they have to be made in India. And it is actually the company's responsibility. Whoever takes over this project, it is their responsibility for procurement, for operations and for maintenance. So the company has to procure these trains, they have to operate these trains, and they have to maintain these trains. uh, Moreover, they'll have to pay haulage charges to the Indian Railways. They'll have to pay energy charges, and they'll have to pay a share of the gross revenue they have generated by using the services of Indian Railways. Because you need to realize this: Indian Railways set up the railway tracks, they set up the infrastructure, and now they'll be giving the infrastructure to private players for them to use this infrastructure to generate revenue. So obviously, Indian Railways would want a piece of the cake, right? So let us discuss each of the five companies. So before going on, you need to realize something. So the players should have experience in the industry. They should have experience in railway infrastructure or railway maintenance. They should also have knowledge about the industry. They should have links with companies that can provide trains, or if they are foreign companies, they should have Indian factories that can manufacture the trains. So this is what you need to see what candidate is most likely to get the bid. So let us start with Adani Ports. Like I said, Adani Ports is the company where my money is on, because Adani Ports has good links to Modi government. I still remember when Modi was elected in his first term, I saw him coming in an Adani plane, and I knew since then that Adani is the person behind. Gautam Adani is the mastermind behind Modi, and he is to benefit by any and every scheme Modi comes out with. Well, this is my opinion. I don't have any hate against Gautam Adani, but I've seen Gautam Adani progressed so much from when Modi came in to right now. So let's continue. Adani Ports. So there is this company called Adani Ports and SEZ. So they basically handle a lot of ports. They have one of the largest ports in Gujarat called Mundra Port, where they get a lot of energy related. for example, they get a lot of energy related things. They get coal there, as far as I remember, but I'm not too sure about it. What else they get? But yeah, so Adani Group owns one of the largest private railway lines in India that spans 300 kilometer, connecting ports and other business hubs for cargo movement. So, like I said, they have this Mundra port. In Mundra port, they get a lot of coal. So, they use coal. They have a private railway from their port to the nearest Indian railway center. So they would run their own private railway line. They would run their own private cargo haulage to the nearest Indian port, and from there they can get connectivity to all over India, or to other business hubs for cargo movement. So this is why I say this is another reason why Adani Port is the best candidate for this, because Adani Port has a 300-kilometer long private railway line, and it is the only, it is the largest private railway line. I won't say one of the largest, it is the largest private railway line. This is in addition to large scale infrastructure projects the company handles. The company has also worked with Ministry of Railways and metro corporations in different states. In 2019, the company set up its own subsidiary to focus on metro rail projects. So now you see how deep ties he has with the Modi government, and that's what makes him a good candidate for this project. Going on to Essel Group, so Essel Group is Subhash Chandra led Essel Group, Subhash Chandra, who had been in trouble lately. But if there is one other group that has capability and the bandwidth to bid, it is Subhash Chandra with his deep pockets. The group has been involved in multiple government infrastructure projects for decades. The group's foray into railways came in 2018 when it won its first railway project. This project was basically an eastern freight corridor connecting Howrah Junction and Chennai Main Line. So Howrah Junction is a very big port in West Bengal, and so is Chennai, obviously. So there's eastern freight corridor for movement of cargo between two major ports in the country. Its competitors at that time were Ircon International, which is the Indian Railways infrastructure arm. So Ircon is a share listed on National Stock Exchange if you want to check it out. So Tata Realty, of course, India's first private airline was started by Tata, and of course, Tata won't stay away if there's any privatization opportunity in the railways, because Tata would obviously have a dream to enter into railways first, and Tata has pretty much entered into every other industry in India from steel to salt. So Tata won't be behind this, dream project by the Indian government. It is Tata Realty is 100% subsidiary of the Tatas and the infrastructure arm of the group. The firm was qualified for Hinjewadi and Shivaji Nagar Metro in Pune and participated in the bid to lay underground stretch for Delhi Meerut rapid transit system. So it has got experience in metro projects and rapid transit system, which is not half as bad to the other companies that are as the other competitors it has. Now talking about foreign players, there are two foreign players: a German company and a French company, Bombardier and Alstom. Um, this Bombardier, if you have ever traveled by Delhi Metro, of course you would have seen Bombardier trains. So it is the first foreign multinational company to set up its wholly owned railway vehicle manufacturing facility in India more than 50 years ago. Like I said, companies would need to procure modern trains, and these modern trains would have to be made in India, which is the uh, first and foremost point, because Modi won't hold back from his idea of make in India. So what is the point of privatizing Indian railways if you're not making it in India? So that's the key point. So Bombardier has a good chance because it has a railway vehicle manufacturing unit in India, which can basically help with Make in India program. They are one of the largest locomotive suppliers to Delhi Metro and have delivered approximately 776 metro cars till date. Uh, in May, the company won the contract to supply 210 commuter and metro cars for Delhi Meerut Regional Rapid Transit System. So, as you see, Tata Realty made the infrastructure. It laid the groundwork for underground stretch of Delhi Meerut rapid transit system, whereas Bombardier supplied the modern trains. So you could also take this into consideration that there would be maybe two companies entering in partnership. Even that should be considered. It's not just one competitor that would come and enter. It can be either Bombardier or Alstom, both of them providing the locomotive, while the infrastructure is set up and operated by either Adani Port, Essel Group, or Tata Realty. This is my take. No one company can dominate this sector. Given their strong, long-standing relationship with the railway ecosystem, they are strong contenders as well. Alstom, the French infrastructure project, has presence in India and employs about 3,600 people. You need Make in India program again. That's why Alstom is in the books. They are currently working on metro projects across Chennai, Kochi, and Lucknow. It has also supplied locomotives that are manufactured at its facility in Andhra Pradesh. The company has two or more manufacturing facilities. One unit in Bihar is already operational, and the other is in Saharanpur is ready to go on stream. So it is almost complete and will be operational anytime soon. Hence, the company is well positioned to participate in the railway projects. So, like I said, you need Make in India and you need ability to, you need acumen or business ability to operate this business with some expertise behind. So, you got three Indian companies: Adani Ports, Essel Group, and Tata Realty, and two foreign companies that have a lot of exposure in manufacturing of locomotives. So assume there'll be a joint venture by one of the Indian companies and one of the foreign companies, and if all good goes well, you could see private railway lines anytime soon in India within coming 1 or 2 years. So, guys, this is my take on the players that are most likely to get permission to run their own railway lines in India, and I hope you liked the video. Thank you.